Yo, is Shannon Sharpe starting to sound like Kevin Samuels a little bit?
And basically it says men are not obsessed with women like they used to be. Y'all don't find that kind of weird? And to be honest, no, I don't find that kind of weird. So it seems to me like a lot of y'all are now starting to realize that you're either losing value or have lost value from chasing attention. And now that's something that y'all got to deal with, and y'all can't face that fact.
Ocho?
Hey, yo, real quick. I be seeing her around a lot on TikTok. Yo, I think she's one of those women. She's really tired of the way women are acting and how they're messing it up for the good man. I mean, for the good women that are actually doing the right thing. Because, men move so funny nowadays. It's all because of the way women are acting. And yeah, she's sick of it. So that's probably why she's saying all that.
Agree, disagree, like slightly agree?
I mean, it varies. It depends. I think men are a little bit more now focused on just themselves. Focus on work, getting to the bag, and allowing the woman to be the last choice of importance, as opposed to how it was before. Chasing the woman, chasing, applying pressure, doing all that. And most of the time, what you have to understand too, is women put up such a front with the chasing and applying pressure, as if there's something that's so different about them as opposed to anyone else that you could deal with. But then when you actually get a hold and you get to learn that individual and you're allowed access, you come to find out, well, God damn, I've been doing all this chasing for this, but you ain't no different than nobody else. It's all the same. At the end of the day, I think men's focal point has changed from chasing women to more focusing on themselves, work, family, if that comes into play, and it's just different now.
In other words, he's saying everybody stay on your purpose. That's basically what Ocho was saying. That's the main theme of the manosphere for the last 5 years now. Stay on your purpose, focus on your money, F these chicks. Like, that's basically what Ocho was saying. And in my opinion, that's a good and a bad thing, because yeah, it's good to be focused on your passion, but at the same time, a lot of men are too focused on their passion and going to the gym all day. They forgot how to socialize. So you got to find a balance in there. But overall, what Ocho's saying is correct.
It's just different now, especially in today's era where we have a lot more women that are in, I hate using the word alpha positions, but they are the men now. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think the thing is, Ocho,
women are the men.
They a lot of women. But see, when you keep saying, I don't need a man, then you convince yourself. And then you want to be masculine because you think you can talk to them. At the end of the day, that's still a man. And I'm not saying, look, I'm old and know how my grandmother and how I saw everybody raised. See, these women today, they talk about, oh, I want to be treated like my mom and my great-grandma got to treat, but y'all don't behave like that. Y'all ain't cooking. Y'all ain't cooking no meal every day. When my grandfather got home at lunch, meal on the table. He got home at dinner, meal on the table. He ate first. It wasn't no arguing back and forth. When my grandfather said they can, they did. When he said they couldn't, they couldn't.
Yeah, nah, that's a whole fact. But you know what? Honestly, like the type of guy that I am, I don't like to be a dictator. I don't really, that's not something that I want to do. But at the same time, I got to be honest. Women on average today, they don't know how to be a man's piece. Because the thing is, what a lot of women keep forgetting is that we will take a woman who's cute and she's around the 6 as opposed to the 9 who got all this attitude and she looked like she was just straight from hell or something. Like she acts like she's one of Satan's angels as soon as she doesn't get her way. Like men don't want that. Men really don't want that, bro. We want peace at all times. We don't want to have to slay dragons outside so we can slay dragons inside our own house. Because at that point, like, what's the point of me coming home? I might as well just sleep outside then or go back living with my moms. That's kind of what it seems like.
But y'all, I'm going to do me. Okay, well, do you. I don't have to be a part of it. Yeah. And so I think the thing is that they've convinced themselves they don't need a man until they need a man. And then you 20, now you 45, now you 50. Now your options are limited.
Right. Yeah. I don't think women understand that the options are limited, especially today, especially for what they want. When you look at their expectations and what they expect and what they're looking for, it's very hard. It's very hard to get.
No, Ocho, it's not hard. But here's the thing. What you want gotta want you.
Ooh, all facts. But the thing is, what Ocho's saying about how, a woman's standards, it's very hard to live up to their standards. Guys, listen, living up to a woman's standard is not hard. It's just damn near impossible. That's just really what it is. It's see, a woman wants a man who's 6 foot, good credit, good teeth. He has to be successful. He has to have status. He has to have all the love languages. We have to match zodiac sign wise. We have to believe in the same religion. He has to go to church 3 times a week. We must pray every time when things go bad, but we don't want to do nothing with action when things go bad. Women have all these standards. Like, you would think it's a huge encyclopedia. It feels like, women have a huge to-do list as to what a man should do. But anytime when a man wants to give a to-do list, we're just like sexist dogs or something. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the vibe it gives off. But you can't sit there and tell me that Kevin Samuels didn't make an impact on society as a whole. Just as a whole. Because now you have 2 multi-millionaires, 2 successful ex-NFL athletes saying the same thing that the average man has been saying for years now. Ever since the social media thing blew up.
Oh, see, that's the problem. True. Okay, you want a guy. Oh, he need to be over 6 foot tall. Oh, he needs to make 6 figures. Oh, he need to do this. Right. Well, every time you throw out something that he needs to be, you a percentage, 15, 20%. So now you down to 5%. That 5% of the man that you want, that's over 6 foot tall, that has a nice body, that makes 6 figure, that's well-to-do, does he want you?
Damn. And most of the type of men that they want, it's part of the 1%.
Absolutely.
So it puts the dudes that are in the 1%, they just get to pick who they want.
It's hard. It's hard for something to add value, to increase in value that constantly gets used. Listen to what I said, Ocho.
You know what's funny?
Name something.
Oh. Hey, yo, you can't tell me that he's not sounding like Kevin right now. Yo, I'm telling you, man, Shannon's like, you know what, damn it, man. I'm making all this money at ESPN. I got probably the #1 podcast in the whole world. I'm saying what I want. I don't care. I can't take all this money to the ground with me anyway. Like, he just speaking his mind. Like, yo, Shannon got that FU money. That's what it's looking like to me. He's like, man, I'm tired of this.
Something that increase in value that's constantly get used. You told me about my Ferrari. You say, buy that Ferrari up, but put it up. A bottle of wine. Philippe Rothschild, Petrus, Camus.
Right. 1942.
They ain't drinking it. I'm just saying.
Wait a minute. I don't even think the chat heard you. Do me a favor. Say, man, let me get my motherfucking pen and paper, because that, man, hold on. You're going to have to bring that to me again. Hold on.
Yo, if Ocho gets a pen and paper for every time Shannon says something, his house is going to look like a big-ass library. It's just like... But now I'm joking now. But Shannon be saying he dropping gems, though. I'm just playing.
You think I'm not going to use that?
Yeah.
Hold on. Because I'm going to have to use that. I'm going to use that at Sunday service. Boy, you just dropped the gem right there. And I don't even think the chat was paying attention.
Yeah, because everything, Ocho, I want somebody at least 6 foot tall. I want somebody at least 200 pounds. I want somebody that make at least 6 figures. I want somebody that go to church. I want somebody that like to travel. So you've named 6 things that you like. Okay,
Right.
you find that guy, but he's only probably in the 1%. So that 1% of the men that you're looking for, is he looking for the 15 to 20% of the women that's looking for him? So now,
yeah, but the problem is, and listen, Shannon's right in what he's saying, but yo, this social media, man, I ain't gonna lie, it's a good and a bad thing. It's been good for people to make money, but also it's bad because you have so many people, especially women, when it comes to dating, they're so delusional. Like they just don't understand how the real world works. Even if there's a man that you want that's out there who's in the 1%, you're probably not going to get him nowhere. You don't even qualify for one, regardless. And even if you did qualify for the man who is up there, he got girls left and right. He has too many girls. Like it's crazy. He's not going to be loyal to you. He's not. You're just going to be one of his stocks. Like that's really what's going to happen.
if he's not. So now, I'm valuable. I'm this, I'm that. Huh? Tom Brady wants.
Right. They know they worth. They know they worth.
Worth is what someone is willing to pay for something.
Oh, nigga.
Yo, nah, hold up, full screen. Hey, listen. Yo, listen, man. Yo, some girl pissed Shannon off. I'm convinced. Some girl pissed Shannon off, man. He woke up with violence tonight. Yeah. Whoo. Oh, man. Nah, Shannon woke up with violence. But I'm just sick and tired of, women always saying, I know my worth. I know. Like, I'm starting to get turned off now every time I hear a girl tell me that. I know my worth. I know my worth. Listen, you got 300-pound chicks, breath smelling like bacon, breath smelling like cholesterol, sitting there demanding their worth. I just made a video about this big chick, Miss Goliath. Yeah. Titled Miss Goliath. She got 2 kids. She's overweight. She got the tree trunks of a camel sitting here saying, oh, listen, I need a man that has all the time in the world for me. Like she was just, the way she was talking, she sounded like she wanted a sponsor. I'm like, man, your fat ass don't need a sponsor.
Tom Brady can list his house for $150 million. But I guarantee you, after 6 months over a year, that house ain't sold. I guarantee he dropped the price. Somebody comes in and says he wants $150 million. I give you $100 million cash. Okay, I take it. That's what the house was worth. See, you don't get to determine your worth if somebody's not paying for it.
Nah, facts. And the thing is also too, it's the same thing in business. Like if you work for a company, like you see, look what's going on with Drake right now. Drake is trying to do all these things to get at his label so he could try to renegotiate his value after him getting sacked down by Kendrick. But essentially, Drake is just a higher paid employee under UMG. So complaints go up, they don't go down. When your boss always uses you for everything, at some point, your value to your boss will run out at some point. That's just how it is. That's how it is, bro. Anytime when you're negotiating for something, you can have a number in your head, but you won't always get that number that you want. It's what the market demands. It's just basic common sense, in my opinion. Like, I think what happens is women, they're on social media and they have all these suckers DMing them, throwing away their life savings, willing to pay for their OnlyFans, willing to pay for their rent, willing to pay for their college tuition, willing to pay for their son's tuition if they're that desperate. I just think it's kind of getting to the head a little bit. But the moral of the story is, I think this video highlights that even successful men, multi-millionaires, 2 NFL vets, both, like one's in the Hall of Fame and Ocho should be in the Hall of Fame for his style of play, they're getting tired with women thinking that they can always do better. Especially Shannon, man. You could tell some girl pissed him off. But I'll see y'all later.